Good morning all of you. Today we will discuss chapter 6, Changes Around Us. In the previous videos, we have discussed some portion of this chapter and today we will proceed further. But before proceeding further, let us recall what we have discussed, what we have learned in the previous videos. Now see, the name of the chapter is Changes Around Us. So the first question which comes in our mind is, what is a change? So student, what is a change? A change is an act or process through which something becomes different. A change is an act or process through which something becomes different. Now, what a fun it would be if we get some magical power to change the thing. Student, if we get some magical power that we can change the things, it would be of great fun. Now, we know that we don't have any magical powers. We are not having any magical powers, but still there are many things which we can change. So, how we can change the things? For example, we fill air in a balloon. A rubber balloon, when filled with air, it gets inflated. There is change in size and shape of the balloon. Similarly, many other changes we can do, like we can change a paper into toy aeroplane, which generally we can see that students, they make plane from the paper. What else we can do? We can change milk into curd. We can churn curd and we can get butter and many more. Like we can grind the grains and we get flour from them. And from flour we can make dough. From dough we can make chapatis. So in this way there are many changes which we can do. Now see students, in our surrounding also many changes are taking place. If you observe carefully, you can see there are many changes which are occurring in our surrounding. Like in the fields, crops they keep on changing. Like if you sow a seed, it changes into seedling by the process of germination. Leaves, they fall from the trees. There is change in their color. And birds, they bloom into flowers. Flowers, they bloom and they wither away. So, a lot many changes you can see in your surrounding. In your own body, you can see many changes, like our nails, they grow. And our hair, it also grows. Our weight increases. Our size also increases. There is increase in our height as well. So, many changes are taking place in our body also. Now see students, there is another question. After learning what is a change, the next question is, can some of the changes be grouped together? Is it possible to group the changes? Yes, answer is yes. The changes can be grouped together. Now, the next question is, how can we group various changes? Okay, it is okay that we can group some of the changes, but now the question is, how can we group various changes? On the basis of similarities, we can group changes. On the basis of similarities and differences, we can group the changes into different groups. Can all changes always be reversed? To this question, this is the step which proceed further. The question was, how can we group various changes? Answer is by observing similarities and differences between them. Now the next question which comes is, can all changes always be reversed? Let us try to group the changes, whether they are reversible or irreversible. Can we reverse the change or we cannot? Let's see some of the changes. For example, we stretch a rubber band and then we release it. What would happen? It will come back to its original shape and size. On stretching a rubber band, there is change in shape and size of rubber band. And on releasing, it comes back to its original shape and size. So, it is a reversible change. This change can be reversed. Let's take some more example. Like, if we inflate a balloon. Inflate means to fill air in a balloon. When we fill air into a balloon, it inflates. There is change in shape and size of the balloon. Now you release it. Now allow the air to come out from the balloon. What will happen? The balloon will regain its original shape and size. Similarly, take a paper, make a toy aeroplane from that paper. Now, by folding the paper, you make a toy aeroplane. And now, you unfold that paper. Again, from the toy aeroplane, you will get back your paper. Similarly, you can make a roll from the dough. And this roll, you can change, this bowl, you can change into a chapati. So, from this chapati, you can again make the ball of dough again. So what I am telling you, there are some changes which can be reversed. I have given you example of the changes which can be reversed. And these changes which can be reversed, they are considered as reversible change. So what is a reversible change? A reversible change is a change in which initial substance can be obtained back by reversing the action. Let us take some more examples. For example, you take water in a tray and keep it in the freezer. What will happen? Water will change into ice cubes. Now you take out the tray of water which is having these ice cubes. Water changes into ice cube. Leave these ice cubes on the table again. For some time keep it at the room temperature. What will happen? These ice cubes will melt and change into water. So the change is reversible. So water freezes into ice and ice melts into liquid water. So this is a reversible change. So how we will define the reversible change? The change in which initial substance can be obtained by reversing the action. Now the next is irreversible change. Let us take few more examples in which the changes are irreversible. Like, if you inflate a balloon, you fill the air in a balloon to its fullest, and now you tie a string on the balloon. You close the balloon with a string, and now take a pointed pencil and prick the balloon. What will happen? Balloon will get burst, and now you cannot get back balloon in its original shape and size. So the change is irreversible as initial substance cannot be obtained back. Now take some other example. Now you draw an aeroplane on a piece of paper. Cut this aeroplane. You have to draw the aeroplane with a pencil or pen. Now cut this aeroplane from the paper. Now the question is, can you get back the paper in its original form again? Answer is no. After cutting the aeroplane from the paper, you cannot get back the paper in its original form. So the change in which initial substance cannot be obtained back is called irreversible change. So the change in which initial substance can be obtained by reversing the action is a reversible change, and the change in which initial substance cannot be obtained by reversing the action is called irreversible change. Let's take some more examples. For example, you change a bowl of dough into a chapati. Now, from this chapati, you get back the ball of dough again. But if you bake this chapati, can that chapati be changed into ball of dough again? No. Answer is no. Now it is an irreversible change. So, students, in this way, we see that some of the changes are reversible and some of the changes are irreversible, which are occurring in our nature, in our surrounding. So, we can group the changes. One way to group the change is whether the changes are reversible or irreversible.